Good afternoon, welcome back into Sports Intel. My name is Matt, and we've returned for another week of Korean baseball betting. With 1 week in the books, the Lotte Giants remain the only unbeaten team in the KBO. And today, I'm going to look forward to this week upcoming and share my two best bets. So these games are taking place on Tuesday, both of them. First up, we got the Doosan Bears versus the Lotte Giants. As I just mentioned, the Giants have begun the season 5-0 and enter week 2 as the only undefeated team currently in the Korean baseball organization. Now, this is quite a surprise for many considering the Giants were the worst team in the league last year. So that'll tell you something, maybe a little bit of early season luck. Bears, on the other hand, coming out of the gate a little bit slow, ending the week with a 3-2 record. Now, their starter tonight will be Raul Alcantara, who was saddled with the loss in his season debut despite doing pretty well through 6 innings and surrendered 3 runs off 6 hits and a single home run. He only managed to strike out 3 guys and walk 2. But the former ace prospect sent last year on the KT Wiz and finished a very strong season with a 4 ERA, a 1.25 whip, and split his 22 starts going 11-11. Now, Alcantara needs to limit the damage tonight and keep the Bears in this game. Doosan could easily be 5-0 themselves, I personally think, considering they lead the league in batting average, runs scored, and home runs. Their pitching has been the letdown and has essentially cost the reigning champions 3 losses so far. So we're looking at, remember, this is the worst team in the league last year versus the best team in the league last year. Now, Lotte will counter with Jaewon Sam, making his 2020 debut. He's a veteran of the league. Sam pitched for Samsung the last 9 seasons before moving on to Lotte. He was once a stud too, but he's a huge liability these days. Over the last 4 years, Giants are hoping to change his scenery, can resurrect his career, but it's going to be a tough task after he started just 11 games over the past 2 seasons, going just 14.2 innings and allowed almost 2 home runs per game. Now, quite frankly, based on Sam's ineffectiveness and my lack of faith in the 36-year-old's ability to turn it around, I think that you're going to have to go with the Bears tonight. Sure, the Giants are undefeated, but they're playing way over their heads. And sure, the Bears are 3-2, but they just haven't been playing up to their expectations quite yet. Look, it's the first week of the season, guys. Things are not going to go the way that everybody expects, of course. But I think that this is a great shot for the Bears to rebound, and I like them to handle out their first loss for 2020. Next up, Samsung Lions versus the Kiwoom Heroes. This will be a battle of imported pitchers and will probably be one of the best pitching duels of the week. Could be. Lions enter with a rough 2-4 record after a week of play, while the Heroes are 5-1 and might be the best team in the KBO right now. Now, on the flip side, Samsung looks like an early candidate for 10th place after hitting just .199 in their first 6 games. So, again, much like the last game, we got last season's best team and last season's worst team. This game might be this season's best team and this season's worst, at least hitting for sure. Samsung is not hitting anybody right now, and that's a huge problem. This is baseball after all, guys. You need to score runs. Now, the Lions hope that Ben Lively can rebound after giving up 4 runs and 6 hits against the Dinos in his debut last week. He did have 6 strikeouts, which is a plus, but he would have to do a lot more to keep the ball in the park after giving up a pair of home runs. Now, he's averaged a strikeout per inning, and he does not traditionally have issues keeping the ball in the park. So I'm going to assume last week was a bit of an anomaly. First week of the season, jitters, whatever, things happen, guys. It's not. Also, the Dinos, the team they played last week, is the best power hitting team in the KBO. So Lively gets a pass. He won't have a cakewalk in this game, though. Kiwoom has 6 home runs in so many games and has the bats to keep them in this game. They have not been hitting for average, just .255 as a team, but they have 35 runs scored in 6 games, and that just can't be ignored. Eric Jokic will hope to keep his early season success going. His debut saw the former Cubs pitcher go 5 innings last week. He allowed 1 run on 5 hits while striking out 4. I'm sure that this team hopes that he can go a little bit longer today, or tomorrow, excuse me. Now, Jokic was one of the most consistent players in the KBO last year, and his first start suggests that he has lost none of that magic from 2019. Samsung has a pretty sad lineup of hitters, to be honest, and that's not going to help them beat one of the best pitchers from last year. We might even see a shutout on Tuesday. Now, I think this also makes Jokic an excellent pickup for daily fantasy players. Just a heads up there if that's what you're into. DraftKings right now is running promotions and such for Korean baseball. That's all we got right now, so for you baseball DFS guys, I suggest taking a look at them. Other than that, these are your picks for the week. I hope you guys have the best of luck, and I'll be back.